'cause I know we have the shape of things to come.
Before I started working at Leeds City College, I worked in a number of earlier settings. So the main part of my career was in the NHS, working as a hospital play specialist. And then I've also been a registered childminder and own my own nursery for 15 years. All that experience is what works here and helps you become a good teacher, because you can pass all that knowledge and experience on.
This one's Sammy.
This is Davies.
And they give us them to help us to understand what it's like to actually look after a child, and so that we actually have some experience when we do go into a setting.
I think a lot of it's about obviously so much responsibility looking after children because they're so vulnerable, so like looking after them like before when they're not real babies is super helpful. When you switch them on and they start crying at absolutely everything, and it's so difficult to work out what they need, like if they need the nappy changing or if they need cuddles or like
They just need feeding.
It's so difficult to like work out what they need, and obviously that is like such a shock to the system because you don't realise how needy babies actually are.
We provide education for a diverse sort of community. So we've got people from all walks of life and different backgrounds, but it's like one big family here at Quarry Hill. The students come, they all get on with each other, they all, I guess, become restorative, resilient in what they do.
I absolutely love our Quarry Hill campus. I love the feeling of it, the nurturing feeling of it, the respect that the students give to each other and to the campus. It's got a really nice, calm feeling when you're walking around the campus. Our students are really helpful. They say hello to you, good morning, good afternoon. They open doors. There is a level of respect at this campus.
So we do Outside Storytime as part of a kind of collection of things that we do within English to try and make what we're doing in GCSE English relevant to what they're doing in their placements and what they want to do as their careers. So actually seeing that story time is something they'll be doing probably every day, and that's English and that's reading, then that's kind of a nice way of doing it.
Here we are at Mapgate. This is an amazing campus that college is developing, and we as you can see, we're having lots of different physical activities and resources and areas so our students can make the most of it. We're always trying to link things with the national curriculum. So, for example, PE is a big part of the national curriculum and it gets reflected within our courses that we're developing. So in here you can see that there's lots of equipment and lots of things for the students to develop these skills.
The benefit of the creative stuff is just learning different activities that you could do with the children when you're in the setting, or learning what activities they actually like to do or they prefer to do that will actually help them with the development.
The facilities like with the kitchen are so great because you get to learn about what nutrition that children need and what sort of things you can make at home yourselves to like look after the children, or even in the nursery sort of making different things for lunch and snack time.
You can even use it as different activities to do with the children, so like making buns with them.
So the parachute is a really good way of getting everyone to interact with each other, which is exactly what they're going to be doing with children of any age, whether that be in school environment or nursery environment, and it's just a really nice positive thing to do and to get involved with outdoors, so we linked a lot to forest schools and things like that as well.
The headsets are super useful because a lot of us, we've come straight from high school and we haven't seen what it's like to be in a nursery and like looked around, so I think getting to see it, like what it feels like in person, is so great because you get to explore the different areas that might be in your nursery when you go into placement.
Now this year we're very lucky as well because the government is bringing in the T-levels, which has made us reshape the whole of the curriculum and look at it with fresh eyes, with looking at experience, seeing what's running in schools, what's happening in nurseries, so we can teach it here, bringing things like technology, national curriculum, the new early years foundation stage, and make it more up to date, just to make sure that when the students complete the qualifications and they go all, onto employment, onto the next course, they're ready for it.
I guess why I'm still here at Leeds City College is seeing that progression and seeing that growth in our students. And even now when I'm out and about and I can see them in practice and they're qualified, and I'll be going to my students who are putting them through the training, I'll be going to them and getting feedback from them with regards to students we're training now. So just to see that growth and that achievement and success, and even if it's not always about academic abilities, it's about those life skills.